Hello, darling.
Hello.
How's it going?
Doing great, thank you. I love your picture on that wall.
Thank you. It's my virtual office. It's actually virtual, it's my Austin office.
Yeah, no, what I meant, there's like a wall live. I think it's related to a music. The one that you're dressed with black and red. The one for the email.
My dress. Thank you.
Really cool.
You guys looking great. I was hoping that that Veronica would be here today to do a special blessing for Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
If not, we can do it next week, since it's a 2-week-long celebration. So but we're waiting for everybody else. I know Yolanda won't be able to make it today. She's not feeling so good. So we'll send her some good vibes for healing. And but let's do so I hope so. Chinese New Year is actually Thursday. I think it's Friday here, and Saturday in Australia and Asia, right? Am I getting it correctly?
The 12th.
Yes. So we're gonna do some blessings and intention on red paper. You guys have some red paper handy?
I'll name it red. I think
I'll be back in a sec.
My pink becomes red right now.
Yeah. Okay. So I recommend you get some inexpensive red paper.
Yeah, I don't have red.
And have fun with it. Have fun with it. Okay. Mine is actually a wrapping paper, but that would do with a Sharpie, and write some blessings and intentions, because you know the power of intentions. You know how powerful that are right?
I can write with red on pink.
There you go, close enough. Great. While we're waiting, there you go. Would you like to share a story of powerful intention that you've had in your life, where you really were clear about an intention, so clear, you said it and it came through?
So like magic, or because you took determination and action? No, like something you didn't expect, like a miracle, for me, the biggest thing that I was so clear and I want to do again is becoming a diver. And I had to overcome, which is weird, fear of sharks. It's weird because I was born in Paraguay, landlocked country. So fear of sharks, the technology aspects of handling the scuba diving equipment. But yeah, that was for me like super important intention that I made it happen, and I want to make it happen again. And hopefully I have to get stronger about this, become an advanced diver. Right now, Matthew and I are only divers. I mean, not only, we're divers. Once you're a diver, you're more than human. Divers are unique individuals. It's like airport pilot, if you're fly planes, you're from a different group. You experience the world differently. So I'm a diver, and I want to become an advanced diver. And getting to be a diver was awesome, and took intention, determination, training, organizing, and we made it happen.
Beautiful. So scuba diving certification, that's a great story. Anybody else wants to share a story of a powerful intention that came through in your life? For me, definitely becoming a certified coach, getting a PhD, becoming a dual citizen. Weren't easy, but they came through. Thanks to the power of intention. Very, very powerful. So let's hear one more at least, to validate our point.
I can jump in if you like.
Yes.
Hi, everyone. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. That's fabulous about scuba diving. I always wanted to become a musician, to play in front of lots and lots of people, like lots of people want when they're about 10, 11, 12. And I was studying classical music, and it didn't seem feasible to me to go out and play the violin in front of the masses. But I taught myself the guitar and tried to sing along with it. And exactly like Mick Jagger. Everybody told me I couldn't sing.
Yeah.
Which I completely didn't believe, because I knew as a violin player I was right on the pitch, and I knew my voice had its own sound, and I knew that's what it took, same as Mick Jagger knew. Anyway, I never made a lot of money out of it, and when I close on my career as a musician, I need to know that I achieved something I just never thought would happen. I played in front of over 10,000 people on my own with a microphone several times to that size, and plenty of times to 250 people, absolutely plenty. Whole stage just to myself solo. So I'm hoping to carry that forward into future ventures, and it's very real that you can think something's never going to happen but want it, and if you really want it and you work hard, it can happen. There we go.
Beautiful. Great. And we will love to hear you sometimes, okay, live.
Mm.
I will do that one day for you guys.
Beautiful.
Any YouTube videos you want to share?
It was just coming in when I was just going out, and I didn't have the resources to film and put it up, but I might do some soon.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, and welcome, Veron.
Hello.
Yes.
Hey, I can't see you.
Can you see us?
No.
Let's see. More. Ask to start video. We saw you for a split moment. There you are. Okay, perfect. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, so you are the master of Feng Shui for
Not feng shui.
New Year. So we want a special blessing from you today. We were just talking about the power of intentions.
Oh, good.
Right? And I share some story. Dr. Sandra shares some story. Mike shares some story of how intentions do come true. So because you told us last week that we need to be ready to write them on some red paper.
Yes.
Not rice paper. I was talking about it earlier with somebody. He understood rice paper, not rice paper, red paper. There you go.
Red paper, red paper.
And put them at every entrance in your home office or home. So we'll do that this week. Thanks to your coaching. Thank you, Veron. And any blessings that, and maybe a little, I know this week is not quite Chinese New Year yet, but a little precursor, preview blessings or gems of wisdom you can give us for a powerful week.
We start celebration at the New Year Eve.
Yes.
Okay. So New Year Eve, you got to prepare everything by New Year Eve to get ready for the New Year. So it's to welcome the New Year. Yeah. So you have to clean your house. No. Well, traditionally we wear new clothes on New Year.
Okay, very good.
So maybe just one piece, you know.
Sure. To economize. And when is officially the New Year? Is it Saturday, Sunday? Friday.
Yeah, this Friday.
Okay, great. Saturday in Down Under. Okay, so be it. Okay, very good. And can you share your intentions / blessings that go on the red paper? Can you also share them, or you keep them?
Okay, you can put any. Normally, we will put a simple one. Is put the word blessing on it. Folk, you know. This is means including everything with your blessing. Good in every way. It's called folk. Yeah, that's the Chinese word. And there are many types. Or you can write good health. You know, you can say good health. You can say everything goes smoothly. You know. You can say good business. You know, good business, and more. A lot of people say gong hei fak choi. You know.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's the common one. So you can say have a good fortune. You can also, if you're a student, you can say, you know, success in your study, or success in your business.
Yes.
Yeah. You can say harmony too, you know, so everybody is in harmony. Yeah. So it's all the good thing you can think of. You can talk about money, you can talk about relationship, you can talk about health. Yeah.
Sure.
And usually they are in four words, you know, 4 characters in Chinese. So they are specific terms to say, but I suppose you can write it in English as well.
Sure.
Yep.
Great. Okay. Wow. Thank you so much. Does anybody have any question for Veron? And if not, are you ready to do this welcoming of the Chinese New Year of the Ox?
I will show you. I just bought the New Year suite. Actually, I'll show you in a minute. Okay.
Sure.
I'll go and get it.
Okay, great. Wow, this is exciting. I'm definitely gonna do it, and I invite you all to do the same, even with your clients, even with your co-worker. Why not? And welcome, Dr. Habib. Looking good. So nice to have you. We were talking about welcoming Chinese New Year, which is officially this weekend. Do you celebrate it? I'm unmuting you. Do you celebrate it?
I will. Now that we discussed it, yes. And I think I'll make the time and the effort to do that. How are you all? And glad to hear you and see you all.
Wonderful. Yes. And Dr. Habib, I still want to co-lead a mastermind with you, since you were in the trenches with this pandemic, to be able to offer you support and feel free to connect with me. Maybe we can do it in March. Okay. Connect with me privately, and
that would be great. I'll email you tomorrow, and
sure.
We maybe liaise as in what do we want to discuss in that session. Just not to overwhelm everybody.
Yes, but yeah, in a productive way. You got it. Absolutely. Futuristic way.
Yes.
Way. All right. Veron is back. Let's see what you got.
How do I show you? How?
Okay, like that. Put it in front of the camera. There you are.
You can see.
Oh, yes. Wow.
That's the New Year suite. Eh?
Great. That looks like a lotus.
Yeah, there's a lotus there.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
very good.
I eat that stuff. Do you eat it?
Yes, we eat it. But this one is sweet lotus, yeah?
Sweet lotus. Nice.
It's lotus, they make it into sweet. And then lotus, it means, there's a meaning to it. It means good relationship.
Great.
Good couple.
Oh, fantastic. Great.
And there's lotus seed there, actually.
Yeah, those are really good, even puffed, full of protein.
Yeah.
See,
yeah.
And eat puffed. Nice. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Beautiful. We will take your teaching to heart.
Okay.
All right. I'm excited about new things and new celebrations. So I invite you to do the same. So let's review how we did this past week. Okay. And for you, Dr. Habib, just review, review the past few weeks since you were with us last. Okay. You're going to do that with your lucky buddy. And actually, okay, so since we are, actually, Dr. Habib, you stay in the main room and you'll do it with me, since we are in odd number. So 2, 4, 5, 2, okay. So we're gonna have Sandra and Mike, Phouphet and Veron and Varada and Gary. And go. Stay here, Gina. Okay, well, they're reviewing their successes. Yeah, you and I. So yeah, let's review your successes overall since I saw you last, which was exactly 3-4 months ago, right?
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
I think it was towards the end of the year. I think it was December.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so it's like the second month, and I know we discussed about the meeting. So yes, it's all is good, and I love your dress. You look magnificent.
Thank you, thank you. I wanted to open up the window so there is more light.
So successes is well, I had 2 car accidents.
Oh,
One
wow.
of them, yeah, that's success, by the way.
Yes.
Negative energy, whatever it was. So I survived them. So I'm in a better place. I'm good. I am firmer. I am dealing with COVID, which is exceptionally stressful now in our environment, Ilana.
Sure.
It's very stressful. I mean, I know you want to discuss it with everybody, but we will discuss the details of that later, what to say or not to say. But
Sure.
I'm okay. I'm in a very nice apartment, and I have all my tea lights lit up, and I am in a very, very good place myself.
Okay, I'm so happy. Are you in Ireland or in England?
I'm in Bath. In England, in Bath.
England. Okay. Okay.
Doing locum work. I should get my house in Egypt in a week time to furnish it. So my life is still flowing, and my plans are still progressing as we have discussed them the last time ever, which can't remember when. But there have been few hiccups here and there, but nothing significant yet. As if there is a guardian angel that protect me when something wrong happens, that it doesn't go way wrong.
Sure. Okay,
so yes, Mark is doing very well. Matthew is doing very well, and I am doing equally well. How are you? I mean, since we're exchanging, how are you?
Yes, of course. Yes. So I'm so glad. Mark is not with you though, right? He's away at university, or he was with you?
Sorry, I didn't hear that. The voice got muffled.
Is Mark with you or far away?
Okay, Mark is in Northern Ireland doing university from home. He's in final year. Sure. And we managed to get to do this year online, which worked well, that he doesn't have to be in lockdown in England. Yes. And hopefully he will come and visit me in Bath soon.
Okay, fantastic. That's great news. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm in Austin, Texas at the moment. I'm doing an office exchange, which is a safe way to travel during this crazy pandemic, because as you know, I don't feel comfortable doing international flights and coming to Europe and until maybe you agree, until the situation improves, just to protect others. So I work from home. There's a lot of empty spaces here in Texas, so I do a lot of hikes in nature. The weather is a little nicer, so it's just a healthy way to get a new perspective and not being on a lockdown in the same place for over a year, which is a little depressing, basically. So this is my second one, my second office exchange. I did one in Utah, which is famous for all the canyons and the beautiful mountains. And I did that in November during the holidays.
I keep following your nice pictures online, so I can see that you are putting a very brave front here. I hope you are enjoying all of it and it's not getting to you. I hope it's not getting to you.
No, it's not. I mean, it is sometimes, but I have the tools, and I wouldn't be human, right? I'll be a robot if if they don't. But you know, I always want to see life as the glass half full, which I'm gonna go actually refill in a moment because water. So there you go. There is always a way. So you look great. I'm so happy you're here. And let's start an amazing Chinese New Year together. And I think it's gonna be a lot of good flow, a lot of good creativity, and positivity. So I'm glad we're gonna be connecting soon. All right, and welcome back, everybody. So
Elena.
yes.
Ooh,
Yeah, I know. The music is
lots of music. Mike has some very interesting ideas to share if he wants to, about gears. I found that fantastic, Mike. Maybe you want to share with everybody.
I will wait for a quiet space and let Elena make sure things are on track with time. But I've got a concept on changing gears that might be worth putting in.
It was really good one.
Thank you. Could he help with the next step where we prioritize, Mike? If not, we'll do it at the end during the Q&A.
I can integrate it with the next step if you like.
Okay, go for it. While you explain it. Yeah.
Yep. Now, sometimes there's a lot of noise in our life and we're running around busy, and then it gets quiet and we feel like there's nothing happening, not enough movement. And life's changed for us, but we haven't changed with it. After, say, 2 weeks after a big conference, seminar, meetings, coffees, and now we're in the quiet. I compare life with the, and this is very relevant as we pick which area we're going to move forward on this week, because I think I've picked a lot of weeks previously and made my little statements and made my growth. And we want to be really getting somewhere. This is why I love you bringing in the short and the long term to the way we're looking at the area we're fixing up and improving in our life. The short-term stuff, the little start it thing, that gets the momentum and it reminds us of the value of the work in that area. So whilst we all pick an area to focus on for this week, out of those examples, your health or your business career, etc., which you know about, think about gears, because sometimes we're going fast. We're in third or fourth gear. We might be doing 70 or 80 kilometers an hour, and the engine's really noisy. And like when you're doing 100, say in fourth gear, it's really noisy. And I like to think of life like this. Sometimes if you can get it up to fifth gear, you're going faster, you're getting much more push out of much more distance out of your pedal, but the engine is actually quieter. So if we can take life at fourth gear at 100 kilometers an hour and turn it into fifth gear at 100 kilometers an hour, we start to move in chunks that are perfected, organized, and we take it in our stride and we're looking bigger, but life isn't noisier.
Great. Okay. So basically the high gear is the long term, and the lower gear is short term. How's that?
I love it. And with a habit change, which is the short term thing, you focus on a lot for 20 days or so, and then it goes into the take it in your stride part of your running. You're taking big steps with that thing that was very noisy at the time.
Very good. So that, you know, a lot of vehicles are automatic these days, so we don't have gears. But I grew up in Europe and I had to learn gears. So that's hopefully you all can resonate with this analogy. And I think Dr. Habib was just saying, unfortunately, she had a couple of accidents, car accidents, but she's okay, luckily. And so maybe that is about being on the right gear at the right time. So there you go. So there are no accidents. Okay, so take a moment. First of all, what's your major priority? Thank you, Mike. Great. And thank you, Dr. Duarte, for suggesting it. So what is your number one priority out of the 5 areas this week of Valentine? Here they are. This week of Valentine / Chinese New Year. So is it going to be career? Is it going to be health, relations, play, or charity? Let me see it in the chat box. So relations for me again. I'm doing it consecutively 2 weeks in a row. And that involves all relations, even my relations with you. Okay, Veron, play, of course. Varada Health, very nice. And Mike, Relations, Dr. Duarte Health, Gary Health. Okay, fantastic. What about you, Dr. Habib? Let us see in the chat box. Uh-oh. Yeah. Are you still here with us? Let me see. There you are. Okay, maybe. Okay, let us know in the chat box. Dr. Habib, can you hear us?
I can, but I'm sorry, I don't know how to use the chat box.
The chat is a hover over with the cursor where it says mute, video, and then there is a more, and the chat should be there.
I'll do that.
Yeah, in the meantime, let us know, so I'll type it for you.
It's a relationship, like you mentioned. For me, it's relationship too.
Beautiful. Okay. So think short term / low gear and long term / high gear. Okay. So let us know. You're going to do this exercise by yourself. I'll give you some nice thinking music and let us know what you have. You can use the chat box or use your own pad, digital pad or notepad, and go. All right. So, okay. So who would like to share out loud? Let's take some class share, class for lack of better words, meeting shares, group shares. And Dr. Adid, you got the chat, good job. If you scroll down, instead of direct messaging just me, I can go to everybody and everybody can see. So Veron is gonna get ready for Chinese New Year. Great, good job, you got that. Okay, let's hear from some of you.
I can.
I'll share. Okay.
Both of you.
Go Phouphet.
Thank you, Gary. All right. So short term. So basically, this week, I just have been just listening stuff on relationships and just to understand more about other people, like listening to like a recording of people coaching other people with issues and understanding what's going on with their relationship with their families, or so just understand more and be more understanding, and as well working on myself. What can I change? So I'll be listening to that this week. So I'll continue to listen for the whole week. And yeah, for long term,
giving feedback. Okay.
Yeah, that's short term this week. For long term, I was planning to use the statement that I learned is that I said, I wonder when I feel like, let's say I feel in pain about something. I wonder when I feel this way, how can I have a great happiness today, even though I feel this pain in my ankle or arm or stuff like that. So just using the word wonder, so attaching when pain, and instead of thinking about that it's going to bring negative, but it could bring positive too. So I was trying to practice using that statement, to shift my thinking that pain doesn't mean it's always going to link to negative things.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, pain can be the precursor of a great new change. Thank you, Phouphet. And Phouphet, for the future, just test your audio because it's making static, okay? So we can hear you even better in the future. Thank you so much. And let's hear from Gary.
Yes, mine was well-being. So short term is improve my current health and fitness through natural therapies, exercise and diet. So, and I'm working on that. So I need to continue with that. From a long-term perspective, it's being the best person I can be with full and complete relationships, inner peace and fulfilled both emotionally and financially.
Beautiful. All right, so be it. Great. Doesn't it feel so great to feel, to think, visualize short and long term? Always good. Good job, everybody. Yes, good job all around. You're doing great all around, like the circle of life and universal circle. So Dr. Divgi, why don't you explain? I'm gonna come up with some ribbons for you guys and gold medals. I have to design them with my IT marketing team. So anyway, fun things coming up. So Dr. Divgi, can you please explain step 2?
Yes, once you have chosen the area of life which we are looking at, we just have to look at or have a clear picture how ours and other people around us, their life would change, and express it fully. As Gary said, fulfilled totally.
Great, great. Okay, all right, so be it. And please do that with your success lucky partner. And Michael, stay here since we're in odd number. You'll do it with me, and go. Beautiful.
Howdy.
How are you doing?
I'm doing really well this month.
Great. I like that, those flowers bouquet in the background.
It's cool, isn't it? It's made of silk, and it's my partner Priscilla is
Yes.
studying floristry.
Wow.
So this is the lesson number 14.
Amazing.
And yeah, she's already been told she's passed that one. Completed yesterday, photographed, sent, passed. Yes, I thought I'd move it closer to the front for today's session. Yeah,
Yes.
I've been organized. That's my thing, getting organized, and it's working really well.
Wonderful. And which parts did you start with getting organized? Perfect for Chinese New Year, right?
Yeah, it's been all upstairs. It's been all how I divide up what I'm worrying about. It's really tackling, I guess, my territory of anxiety a new way. My anxiety's way down, right? Like in the last, and I believe coaching's helped. The last 12 months, I mean, about 1.5 years ago, I was psychologically assessed as just about hospitalizable level of stress and anxiety.
Yeah.
And I was running around in circles, working too hard, not making anything. I've just got so much faith running through my life. Things are working out. I put the effort, I put the heart, I put the smarts into it, and it works. I often say to people, in my 20s, when I could have been a coach or a consultant, too many things were not working for me, and I just didn't feel like I had the right to give anyone advice, or anything there. Things are working, and but I'm wrapped about this, my relations thing, to summarize before I hear about your stuff, actually, which would be great. I'm hoping to improve the quality of time spent with my contacts, and I want to run as many as are open to it into this ikigai conversation.
Yes.
I'm going to talk to everybody I know about what meaning is for them and how I can be a better friend in light of that, and vice versa. That's my thing. Great.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you, my dear. So, I just had an idea as you were talking. So I know we talked about a year ago about your strengths, and you were so sweet to give the numerology for me for free. Thank you so much. So because we're starting a new year energetically, and COVID has been so hard on relations because we're isolating, having to switch your whole business as much as possible virtually, blah, blah, blah. So some relations made it, some didn't, right? But is in a mastermind, is there like some easy golden nuggets that you can teach us without getting too mathematical? People are not mathematical. No.
Yeah, there is. I could put together something sort of simple and valuable on lots of territories. Lots of different ones I could do. So we'll just find out what the current need is and what would really sit well with where people are at.
Okay.
I think because you can use numerology to look really at gifts and skills. And once you and I can use that as an introduction to sort of say, well, gifts and skills are items on an inventory. Sure. And we do need to know which ones we've got. And we do need to look at what sort of customizable resources there are to work with those skills. Sure. So people that talk a lot, like I do, that's a big journey to be good at it, to not to get it right.
Yeah. So from the masterminds, people always want to know investments and marketing, which marketing I can help, although I'm not technical. I'm not IT, and all marketing has to be internet marketing these days. And investments, I can talk about the mindset of it, but I'm not a financial planner, so legally I have to be careful.
Yep. Because
there are always lawsuits out there when it comes to money, and So, but I don't know if you need, do you need people's birthday dates or not?
I can do a lot with the day and the month, which leaves out the year and leaves out knowing how old they are and things like that. If everybody's open to sharing their year, we could just do a birth date and possibly first name, a couple of factors. That we'll explore that by email, and I'm wrapped about the idea to put something together for that. I think give me not next month or the month, even possibly the month after. You might be looking at 3 months' time.
Okay.
And I'll put something really nice together for it. I'd love to.
Do maybe, really? Could you do 2 months from now?
Yes.
April.
Yep.
Okay. Because otherwise it would be, it passes the momentum of the Chinese, of the New Year. It's already.
Yes. All right.
Yeah. And it won't be relevant. Okay.
Yeah. Now, how much will I transfer for you if I was to get a couple of sessions of one-on-one coaching? And if we started that, like did it for about 3 months and then I stopped again for a bit because I'll get a lot of value out of 3 months, you know? Would that work?
Yeah. Email me. I'll just ask for a donation to the nonprofit, okay?
No.
And whatever you can do, okay? I'm easy going. Okay, so, all right, welcome back, everybody. And I'll just say that after the mastermind with Dr. Habib next month, most likely, no pressure, just a little, that Mike volunteered.
What, I mean, how can I say this nicely with somebody who had 2 accidents and working with COVID? It's gonna be a very challenging one for the rest of them, not for me, for them.
There is always something to learn, and we gotta share the love and support you. So
thank you.
You're welcome, always. And in April, Michael just offered to do a little bit of numerology for us. He's an expert, I know, because he has already done some reading for me, and he definitely gets it right. He's very intuitive, so it will be fun. And let us prepare between him and I first, and then we may have to ask you for your birthdays, which I know most of yours anyway. So anyway, but just sneak preview, a little fun to help us have a prosperous Chinese New Year. All right, moving on. Good job, everybody. Good job all around. And let's give yourself lots of love, which is important. Okay, and I'm gonna have Dr. Duarte, who's now becoming a pro, explain step 3.
On step 3, we look at the strategy, the path of success, the details of how we're gonna get there. And how will you get there? All roads lead to Rome, but we have to be very specific. Part of way to do this, and I don't know if we have it here, Elena, but basically a SMART is the mnemonic for a goal. We have to identify something very specific, measurable, achievable, relatable, and time-based. The strategy here, we were saying the strategy has to be new, simple, and winning. So something that we can absolutely make it happen. So we'll feel proud of ourselves that we can do this, and then we can keep adding more to the success. So an initial draft of how we are going to get there. We're going to have 1.5 minutes now. And I think we are writing this on our own, right, Elena?
Yes, good job. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Duarte. And have fun with your own thoughts, heart and mind. Feel free to share in the chat box if you want. And start. Great. Very good. Very good. Let's hear from at least a couple of you what came up from this mini brainstorming with your own heart. So maybe Veron and Dr. Habib have not shared as much. Let's hear from you. Or Dr. Divgi, I see you're unmuted. Well,
Yeah, I can go.
yes.
I think I'm still in the pursuit of my inner child.
Yes.
And what strategy I am choosing to do or chose to do is write a daily journal with my non-dominant hand, asking 3 questions. Where are you today? What do you want today? And how can I help you?
Oh, wow. Say the questions again.
Where are you today? What do you want today? And how can I help you? The idea is to find where my child is and what it wants to do, and how, as an adult Varada, help that little child. And write it with my non-dominant hand.
Beautiful. Okay, I'll type them here for everybody. All right, great. Thank you so much. Enjoy that. Let us know what transpired. Anybody else who wants to share? Please unmute. This is your strategy, okay? We're not at the actions yet, although we're alluding to them. Because you were overachievers and I'm coach the coach. You already know. You already know. You're one step ahead. I love it. Or 2 or 3 or 4. Okay. So what about
Yes, I'll do it.
yeah.
Okay, I'll do doodling. I just learned it. It's called doodling. So it's just drawing circles. And you make a pattern of it.
Yes.
You can color it, and you can combine it with kind of meditation, you know, so you can do it with breathing as well.
Yes.
Yeah, and that will be very relaxing and calming.
Beautiful. Okay, very nice, very nice. So be it. Great. Great processing, great thinking, conceptualizing, and and dreaming of your goals. Well done, well done.
I think it's called mandala or something, when you do the circles and draw and color and all that.
Mandala is a different one. This one is only a very simple thing when you just draw circle. Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Good job. All right, give me 10, everybody. Okay, who wants to explain the last step?
I can do that.
Go for it. Thank you.
So this step is taking your first action step. It needs to be something that is not going to take too long. It is doable and completable within the next 2 days. You also need to schedule it. So whatever that action is, either put it in your diary or make a note and schedule when you are going to do it, and it needs to be 30 minutes or less.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Gary. And everybody, let us know your actions right here in the chat box. So they're immortal. They will live forever. And start. Dr. Habib and Phouphet, let's see your actions. Great. Okay, Phouphet, I'm gonna unmute. Let's hear your actions. Oh, there you are. Okay, all right. Beautiful. Dr. Habib in charge of the plan. Okay, it's a little vague. Give us one specific action. Here, you're unmuted.
Okay. It's a bigger, it's more than a bigger picture than what a personal plan it would be, because I live daily with consequences of what we're living in the lockdown.
Sure.
So I need to step up and be in charge of the plan so everybody can have the same energy and move on. I don't know if I can explain it as simple as this, but it is actually that way. When I go to theater and we have 10 cases and we could have COVID positive patient in every second case, and everybody's worried about themselves and their families and so on. So I need to always bring energy to a different level up, so all of us as a team can proceed, look after our patient and move on positively and forget about our individual worries about what will I get out of it or what will I lose into it.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yes. So maybe come up with a ritual for yourself and your colleagues, medical doctors, to let go of any of those individual fears, maybe flush them down the toilet and do a little ritual, maybe with a candle, with everybody in circle, to remind them of the overall vision right? For everybody and for the future, for the universe, and thinking long-term, post-pandemic.
Exactly. And that is exactly what it is. And I mean, it can't have candles in theaters, but I just go in with the energy, let it be, we're in to do the job, let's do the job. Don't stop worrying, because if you keep worrying, you will attract what you worry about to you. So let's keep going, because we have done it in other difficult circumstances. So that's not a new one, it's a different one.
Absolutely. Okay, so be it. Okay, we
Be
send you our hearts are with you. We're all in it together. You guys are doing great. Let me see your reward for these great actions. Great actions, everybody. Great actions. For me, it's going to be watching the sunset. I'm on Central Time, so I don't know. Sunset seems different here.
Can I suggest something to Dr. Habib?
Yes.
How about having 1 or 2 minutes of silence and do deep breathing sessions at the beginning of the day?
My son actually taught me about these things. It's not that easy to get everybody on board with it, but I do it individually. Yes, totally agreed. Totally agreed. Just get focused back to where you're centered and just go from there. However, what I can tell you is I find we all feed off each other's energy. And this is how I manage my team, is that I go in with my energy and I let my energy flow to all of them. If I can explain that.
Good.
Great. Very good.
Can I just jump in from that really quickly? I love the breathing exercises. I'm really touched by the situation, Dr. Gina. You know, I think breathing exercises would really, really help. And I just want to say, look, I've been talking about faith all my life, and it's not really a Christian thing. It's not really a Gaia freaky cultural sort of spiritual thing. It's just a personal thing. That it's a very important part of manifesting a good outcome is believing in that good outcome. And we have to be wary of COVID, but we have to be very sensible and confident and not emotionally destroyed through any fears of it. And I really hope everyone, I think most people in this call have got that positivity, and fear is a great healer in itself. Like I often say, happiness is a great healer, but like getting rid of fear is a great healer.
And if I can say something quickly, Dr. Habib, you can get people maybe look at concept from sports. This is the US. Everybody's crazy. It was just the Super Bowl. Get them in the zone. Breathing can be a technique. It doesn't have to be the freaky, Hare Krishna thing. You can put the same element that they might not accept as being from India sometimes. I have people didn't want to do transcendental meditation because it came from India. They're limited, but you can always get them through sports and winning as a team, be on the zone. Look at Zen stuff, being on the zone, use the Super Bowl, and then you can introduce, the breathing and eventually even meditation.
Thank you so much. And keep helping one another, giving each other great ideas. Sorry, guys, I have to wrap it up because I have to conduct another class. So keep the great conversation going in the private Facebook group as well. And I'll see you all next week. You are loved. Happy Valentine and happy Chinese New Positive Year of the Ox. Ciao, my friends.
Bye.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine.
Love you all. Bye. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks,
Have a
everyone.
great week, everyone.
You too.
Yeah. Awesome, Elena.
And you too. Thank you.